one of a kind. He's unique. He can be serious. He can be funny. He can be hard on you, or he can be a teacher and a leader.
I think he's just one of the old-timey type coaches that believes in hard work and believes in being tough on the players, the tough love type deal, and discipline.
You know, just super well prepared all the time, and again, you don't get that all the time, but you always got it with him.
We've been very close over the years. He's just, you know, a very special person to me.
Competitor and toughness. It's two words that have always defined Mike Greene.
I'm sorry Coach Mallion gave y'all the schedule he gave you, because you're not used to playing that real football like that, and those guys are just not better athletes. It's like I said, they're mean. And you got the first 4 games like that, and you can sit and bitch with one another, you can moan, you can do whatever, but those guys played the game like it's supposed to be. Hell, we had a triage over there on our sidelines, and they're steady spanking y'all, and you know, nobody stepped their game, nobody.
He cannot get outside of you. Attack his outside shoulder.
Hey, homie, give the hip, go take it, give it.
That quick one, put that face mask on him. You not. You got to put that face mask on him.
You got to go.
This thing's got to be revamped completely, because I think y'all played so many Magnolias and Del Highs and all that you don't know how to play. Not your fault, but that I'm embarrassed for you. I'm embarrassed when 71's taking our guys and just flat backing them, and everybody just somebody trying to get off the field. No, nothing I can do for that. I can't help you. Can't help you with that. So I'm going to tell you, just strap it on. If you want to stay out here, stay. If not, if you ain't tough enough, just find something else. But I'm embarrassed for you. That coach was trying to keep it close so we would play him next year. I told him, Coach, we can't come over here and play y'all.
And I want to tell you guys right here something, and I need you all to listen. I've never had this many. Some of you guys, you better be a badass if you go play one of these 4 positions. Do you understand? I don't care about size, but if you were a cover guy, we're not going to get along very well over here. If you go in a game and you're not blowing somebody up and you grabbing and all that, it's not going to go well. And again, I'm going to say, after the Haynesville scrimmage, there's going to be a lot of changing around, because if you don't hit people, you can't do one of these spots. Really, you can't do anywhere over here, but especially not one of these.
I don't know what to say. I can't get in you and give you a heart or pride enough to want to play hard or get mean. I don't understand. Some guys keep hitting me in the mouth, and he's driving me, and I duck my head and try to get off the side. I don't know. I've never been around. I never hung with anybody. I don't know how that's supposed to. I don't know how that person does. I'm speechless. I've never been around anybody like that. Ever.
You stop. If the guy's pulling, you run in there and stop. You make the tackle over here. Why did you stop? No. You got to go till the whistle blows. You go in there and stop, and he running. You got to go. Mars! You have to go to number 2.
Y'all did good when they put in the 3rd and 4th graders out there. Then we had one to act bad and push everybody around. But I don't know. I'm speechless. Let's hurry up. Get dressed. Let's get out of here before they come in here and whip our ass again. Come on. Hurry up. Get dressed.
In the playing days, what comes to mind is a split personality. He was the guy that was always just so kind and sweet, lovable, and laughing and everything. When he's on the football field, he was a madman. He was he was tough, rough, and mean. And that always, the contrast was just kind of unbelievable. I mean, he really was.
And I've seen every personality trait that he's got. I've seen, and they're all unique and they're all different and they're all fun to be around.
I met Mike when we were in college. We played one summer of collegiate summer league baseball together, and Mike he was tough, and he competed, and he would fight anybody in a heartbeat.
I think he followed in the tradition of discipline, and I think that's what Jesuit Loyola football is all about, and I think he does a tremendous job with that.
And that's the thing that people don't realize of Mike Greene. They see the coaching perception, and then they see him in another way, and they go, I never knew that's Mike Greene. He's one of the best men I've ever met in my life.
Some of his moments and antics on the sideline at practice were pretty comical, pretty funny. The one that stands out to me was the time that he was trying to tell the punter, getting ready to play West Monroe, to punt the ball out of bounds, not let him return it. And one day at practice, he grabbed the ball and told the kid in some words that it wasn't hard. Then he got the ball, faced the sideline, and punted it about 40 yards out of bounds, and that was kind of funny. And kids didn't know to laugh or to be scared.
My best Mike Greene story is he came out to the school one day, and we had this deal at Halton. I mean, we sold honey buns every day, and we were making a killing. And so I was telling him about it. He said, man, I'm going to do that at Fair Park. And so a few weeks later, I called him back. I said, man, how's the store going? And he said, making a killing, Coach. He said, I'm headed to Sam's right now to load up with some more honey buns and drinks. And so as this went on about, 6 weeks, I guess, and he called me back one day and he said, got some bad news. I said, what? And he said, the office shut me down. And I said, the office shut you down? He goes, yep. They figured out how much money I was making, and they opened up their own store.
The year before I came to coach at Airline, for 4 years I was coaching at Sulphur. And we played Airline in the spring game. They drove all the way to Sulphur for a spring game. And Airline was on defense. I coached offense at Sulphur. And we ran a simple ISO, and it broke. And Mike just hollered, Coach, run it again. And I'm like, we should get to pick our plays. But he, just like in a practice, he hollered, run it again. And we ran it 4 more times because he ran it again. And the other coaches that didn't know Mike, because I had known him for years, but the other guys on our staff were kind of going, man, we've annihilated this linebacker 3 plays in a row, and they're laughing because this poor kid is just standing there, snot bubbles coming out of his nose, and he's trying to be tough for Coach Greene, and he's fixing to get smeared again. So, like you said, it was humorous with no intent.
West Ouachita, we are playing a football game, and it's competitive, and Greene's being Mike Greene, and he's barking on an official, and of course, we get a flag. Well, the official comes back. Greene didn't know he got flagged, looks up and says, that's on me? And the official said, yeah, you said it. And Greene says, no. I think it was somebody back over here. And the guy said, well, it's your chain man said it. And he goes, my chain man said it. No, he didn't say it. He says, your chain man. He goes, I don't know that guy. That guy ain't my chain man. I don't know who that guy is. Official walks over, kicks out our 15-year chain man. To this day, Greene never acknowledges that he knew that guy. And so that was the story of Greene getting a penalty and getting one of our most loyal supporters thrown out of a game.
West Monroe had some turf, and newspaper had called and asked Coach what a big game with West Monroe and what to expect. And he said something in the paper along the lines that West Monroe wasn't worried about anything except for what uniform combination they're going to wear and who's going to fluff the turf. And when we got over there to West Monroe that day, the cheerleaders were selling green shirts that said West Monroe official turf fluffer.
Mike's going to be Mike. You can either like it or not, but that's what you're getting. And, when you do that, you can be yourself.
People used to always say, well, what's it like to work for Mike Greene? I was like, I don't really know because I worked with him, because that's how he made you feel. He never, there was never a distinction between titles, I guess. But again, his toughness was something that he wanted his team to exude. I mean, it didn't matter if who we were playing. We were going to try to be the tougher team on the field every week.
West Monroe coaches told us at clinics that they had to do something entirely different every time they played us. They knew that they could intimidate everybody else when they played us, but when they played the Airline Vikings under Mike Greene, we weren't scared.
His coaching career has been excellent. I mean, I'm very proud of him. He's done a hell of a job everywhere he's been. He did a great job at Airline, took them to places they'd never been before. Loyola, in his first stint, he took the team to a state championship game, and he just done a great job everywhere.
And Coach Greene took a chance on me, and it was what I needed in my career, to learn just a different look at football, a different look at things. He was able to teach toughness to me with kids, and had a real good way, and still does, gets the most out of the least. And that's the one thing that's always kind of stood out to me in his coaching career, and things that's made him successful is he can get that from every kid. He gets the most out of them.
He hired me. He brought me into Airline. He took care of me. But that's just Greene. We love him. I mean, he inspires loyalty amongst his people, even if he kicks you out or gets you kicked out of a football game, because Greene treated us all, and you always knew he was going to go to battle for you.
I love the guy because he is who he is, and there's nothing fake about him.
A great human being.
Nobody knows how to say goodbye. It seems so easy till you try. Then the moments passed you by. Nobody knows how to say goodbye. Nobody knows how to get back home. And we set out so long ago. Search the heavens and the earth below. Nobody knows how to get back home.
You know what? People say God works in mysterious ways. Well, He does, because I could not have asked for a better career. The people I've met, I enjoy getting up and going to work every single day of my life, and that says something when you're always told do something you love, and I was just very fortunate. Being called coach is an honor to me. I think that's because I thought so highly of my coaches coming up, and I couldn't ask for any more. It's been fun. So many people that I've met, and as a player and as a coach, there's just something when it gets time to compete. I want to win. I want to win. I always had a admiration for coaches, and just to be able to have gotten to follow that career is very, very important, and I'm very grateful for it.
Love is deep as the road is long. Nobody knows how the story ends. Live the day, do what you can. This is only where it began. Nobody knows how the story ends. Nobody knows how the story ends.